Play with a black dollar, end up in a blackout. This one here is by CJ's Perspective. Go show him some love. I'm gonna leave the video link, the original one, in the description. Let's get into it, man.
Don't ever forget that the people have the power. Look at this empty ass Target on Black Friday. I'm so proud of us.
Oh empty. Yeah, that's empty.
Empty. Look. Empty.
Yeah, guess what? Walmart would empty just like that on Black Friday, dog. Y'all better stop playing with us, man.
This is from Los Angeles, California.
Ooh,
so if it's empty here, I know it's empty in other places. Can y'all go into y'all Targets and show me how empty they are? I love to see them. Love to see them. They fucked around and found out. Y'all want to get rid of DEI, bitch? Cool. We getting rid of your money. And I'm proud of the people that even are in here shopping because they are getting like one thing. Like it looks like the emergency people who went out to get something. Nobody has a full basket of stuff. I'm so proud of us. Don't ever forget that the people have the power. Don't ever let these corporations make us think that we're not important because we see that we're important. I want to see the numbers next week.
Hey, bro, that's the best way right there to do it. Hurt them where it hurts. Pockets, money, profits. That's what wake them up. That's what get them shaking, clutching their pearls right there, man. When they can't go back and report to them shareholders, positive growth. You know what I'm saying? We're outpacing last year's revenue. Oh, yeah? In Q3 and Q4, we doing better than we was. Yeah, they can't go back and tell the shareholders that. They scared, man.
I want to see the numbers tomorrow.
Let's talk about the boycotts of Amazon, Target, and Home Depot. And more importantly, what it reveals about the power of the black dollar. Because whether people want to admit it or not, our spending power has effects on this country in real ways.
Facts.
We're asking people.
Say, hold up. I know this might be a tough question to ask, but on average, how much money do African Americans spend on Black Friday? Use whatever historical statistics, data that you can find, but on average, how much money do we spend those days? On average, African Americans have historically spent more on Black Friday than Caucasian consumers, with one study showing African Americans spent around $350 on Black Friday compared to $250 Caucasian shoppers as of mid-2010s, which was about 30% more at the time. Recent, more granular figures specifically for African Americans. Black Friday spending are limited, but the trend indicates continued high engagement in Black Friday shopping, both in person and online. That's crazy. I was looking for a real number, though. But they already showed you that we are spending 30% more than Caucasians. And as of yesterday, what we saw, nobody was in them damn stores. Straight up. So, yeah, we will have a significant impact on their pockets, on the bottom line.
Significantly, not to go to Home Depot, not to go to Target, not to go to Amazon, but to spend expressly with Black businesses.
And obviously, when we talk about this, there have been efforts to sit down with them. You were part of a meeting with their previous CEO, who's now chairman of the board. And listen, they made a decision that they're not going to really move forward. Frankly, so many of them are scared to death of Donald Trump and their constant attacks on DEI. And so they've decided that, kissing his butt is more important than listening to the Black consumer.
Yeah, that's crazy work right there, dog. That's crazy. And it makes no sense. We should spend our money amongst one another, dog. Because, look, I'm going to think about myself personally. This anecdotal, but guess what? Everybody who live in my section is experiencing what I'm about to say. I live in a predominantly Black community in New Orleans. And we don't got shit out here. So we got to go spend our money with white people, which is stupid for any group of people. Like, you supposed to spend money first with your people. And then after that, whatever's left, you can go and splurge on whatever in another person's community. You like to go eat Chinese food, go to Chinatown and get you some Chinese food. You like to go to certain restaurants that just may be owned and operated by white people, then fine, go do that. But we should have the option. Where I live, we ain't got no Target, no Whole Foods, none of that stuff. So we don't generate taxes in our community. We go spend money in Metairie, Slidell, Covington, the West Bank, all of these predominantly white parishes, and we are enriching their community. And we're taking away from our own community. And then those same people who are getting richer off of our Black dollars, they refuse to invest in a Black community. So they taking all the Black dollars and making themselves richer. That is the stupidest thing ever. Real talk. It makes no sense for us to have to go spend our money, use our black labor to make money that we just gonna give back to white people, bro. Don't make no sense.
Bloomberg has now listed Target not as a safe stock. When we started the Target fast, Target was at $145 a share. It has now plummeted to $83 a share. The CEO that Roland just referenced is transitioning to be chair of the board. The new CEO starts, if you can believe it, on the first day of Black History Month. They have had market share losses for 3 consecutive quarters.
The black
Hey, that's what happened when you listen to politicians instead of the people that spend money in your stores, bro. That's what's gonna happen every time.
dollar ain't a small thing. We control over $1 trillion in annual spending power. But we still see these major corporations making decisions that don't reflect our interests, our values, or our community.
Facts.
We hold a lot of power just off the way we spend. And that's why it's important that when we do spend, we do it with intention. And right now, a lot of people are asking the right question. Like, why are these billion-dollar companies aligning politically with people that don't align with the people who's actually keeping their businesses running?
What I told y'all, when you listen to these politicians, instead of your customers, you're going to lose every time. I'm glad he brought that point up. Y'all was trying to impress people who don't even shop at y'all stores. Them people didn't show up for y'all. Remember that? All the people that's against the diversity, equity, and inclusion and all that stuff, even though white women benefited the most from that right there, they convinced a lot of black people otherwise that we were the main benefactors of that shit. Therefore, they think that in this situation they got hurt, but they making your pockets hurt because of what they thought. That's a good trick, though. I ain't gonna lie. But them people who hate DEI, they didn't come shop with you, man. They pulled the rug from underneath you. It is what it is.
Did you all see the news about Target this week? Target is in so much denial about what's going wrong with the company that it will try anything aside from bringing back diversity, equity, and inclusion. Target announced this week that they are going to invest $5 billion in store upgrades with the hope that it'll bring back shoppers. Target has lost $689 million this year, and year over year, their stock is down 43%. Now, Target could simply admit it was wrong, change direction, and terminate all of the leadership that made this poor choice on behalf of the company. Instead, they're requiring their employees to smile at customers within 10 feet. They're partnering with Starbucks on a special holiday drink, and now they're investing $5 billion in their stores. This all comes back down to one simple thing. They didn't understand their customer base, and clearly they still don't. Not only did Target reverse DEI, but it also donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration this past year. We know Walmart's an evil company, and they only donated $250,000.
Now,
So wait. They got $1 million for Orange Man, and they got money for Starbucks drinks, but they don't got no money for diversity. That's crazy.
people are calling for boycotts of Amazon, Target, and Home Depot for different reasons. Some tied to political donations, some tied to the mistreatment of workers in certain communities, and some tied to policies and politicians that a lot of people feel don't support everyday Americans. But here's the bigger point for me. Any backlash, no matter how big or small you might think it is, has shown me that people are paying attention in a way that has the potential to cause some real change. Folks is fine.
CJ, the YouTuber in me wants to tell you to make your video at least 8 minutes long so that you can maximize how much money you make off these videos, bro. Because you're putting in good work. You're speaking to the people, but you need to get that shit to at least 8 minutes, brother. From one black man to another, goddammit. I gotta tell you the truth, boy. You would have made more money if it would have been 8 seconds longer. Just saying. But, you know, it ain't all about the money sometimes. It's the message. I get it. But, bro, I gotta let you...
Asking, who is this corporation funding? Who are they backing politically? And how does that affect me, my family, and my community?
Bro, I did a video the other day. A lot of people funded Donald Trump. Real talk. A lot of them, dog.
And that's always a good thing because these corporations have always played both sides of the fence.
Yep.
Without receiving any repercussions from it.
Yep.
It's so interesting to work in retail because, as you know, this is like our most popular time of the season.
Right.
Okay. Like November, December is when most corporations do like 25% of their business for the year. Okay. Like it's a
25% of their business comes today. Yeah, they hurting.
a big deal in November and December for retailers. Okay. Now, when I tell you that these corporate retail people have got to be living under Patrick Starr's, okay, because these will look you dead in the face and be like, why are sales down? Like, is it your team? Do we not know how to customer service? Do we not know how to sell product? And I have to look at them dead in their soul and ask them if they have been watching the news.
Yeah, they don't have their fingers on the pulse of the economy, dog. Totally unrelated. She look like she date black dudes.
There's no way that y'all don't realize America is in a whole recession right now. There's no way.
They've been denying it for years.
More than $100,000 a year to be a part of corporate retail America, and you can't read the room. SNAP benefits got cut. People can't afford food in America right now. What makes you believe they can afford a $70 hoodie? I saw a pair of sweats at Goodwill the other day that was $40 at Goodwill, and y'all don't.
What Goodwill is Goodwill doing? That ain't no Goodwill. That's pimping. Somebody donated a hoodie to you, and then you turn around and slap a $40 price tag on the motherfucker. Goodwill.
See a problem here? Like, it always, I mean, retail America, like, it always baffles me in a sense where, like, there could be the most inhumane shit going on around you, and you will still have somebody from corporate be like, why are people struggling? Why are you so depressed and sad? I don't know. Maybe because people are being kidnapped.
Crazy.
What? They're so out of touch, y'all. The fact that, like, people are like, I'm so scared to boycott, like, Black Friday and Christmas. That's the only way these people are going to get it.
Yep.
Okay? It's the only way. Everybody needs to.
Now, what if next year they still don't get it? After all this money they lost. What if they still don't get it?
Boycott this shit for them to give a shit. Personally, I work for a company that's based out of Australia, and I don't even think anybody at corporate level even reads into what the is going on with the American economy, which is crazy because if you have businesses here, you should understand our economy. Okay. We're not doing great. Spoiler alert. Okay. We're not doing great over here. And y'all pushing for people to.
I think they get all of the economic updates from the right, and the right wants to paint, the economy in a different light than what it actually is. But people who are keeping it real, who actually know how to read numbers and graphs and charts and understand that when you have negative GDP, that means that the country is in a recession. If you have that shit over an extended amount of time, which we have, they just don't want to come out and call it what it is.
To buy shit that they cannot afford.
Crazy.
Are we in 2008 again? It's giving 2008 recession.
Oh yeah, she be.
But it's giving that y'all are so clueless you don't know it's going.
Ooh.
If y'all could boycott Black Friday, that would be great. It would actually matter way more than you think it would. I think as a consumer, you get excited over shit like Black Friday and Christmas, and you just want everything to be normal, and this is your way of like keeping the holidays normal. But it's not normal right now. Life is not normal in America right now, and I need all of y'all to start acting like it.
You cursed a lot.
Stop spending your money at these big box corporations that don't give a shit about you.
Damn.
They don't give a shit that we don't have food. They don't give a shit that we do not have housing. They do not give a that we don't have healthcare. Okay? What is not clocking to y'all? Do I need to write this in essay format? Like,
all year long, people have been asking me, what can I do? Well, this Thanksgiving week, you have an answer. Don't give your money to businesses that don't value you. If you're tired of companies like Target eliminating DEI programs, tired of Home Depot allowing ICE raids in their parking lots, tired of billionaires like Jeff Bezos using their money that you give him on Amazon to buy gifts for a wannabe king in a gold-plated Oval Office.
Authoritarian president. Crazy. Giving that man money. Did I tell y'all that with the tariffs increasing, Amazon wanted to put a line item when you check out to show you how much this is going up because of the tariffs? So for instance, if you bought something for $100, it would have taxes on there, then it would have shipping, and then it would be a line item that says tariff, and it would be $3 or $4, but it would reflect the amount more that you're paying than what you were supposed to be paying. And Donald Trump got on the phone allegedly with Bezos and was like, nah, that's not a good look right there, man. We can't let these people know that these tariffs actually get passed down to them as the consumer.
then this is your time to shine. Two major economic pressure campaigns, Mass Blackout and We Ain't Buying It, are asking us to be intentional about how we spend our money and our time this Thanksgiving. We Ain't Buying It focuses on Amazon, Target, and Home Depot, while the Mass Blackout gives us dozens of options. You can not spend your money this week, stop working, cancel your subscriptions, or even move your money from a big bank to a local credit union. While in California, another group organized a clever anti-ice campaign by buying 17-cent ice scrapers from Home Depot and then immediately returning them, clogging up the lines and disrupting the store. The two big holiday campaigns ask us to support small businesses, local shops, and companies that affirm our humanity. And there's no better time than Black Friday week, when American consumers are projected to spend an average of $622 per person. Imagine if we recirculated some of that money in our own communities, made our Thanksgiving sweet potato pie with ingredients bought at a farmer's market, bought that Christmas or Kwanzaa gift from a Black-owned business, or dined at a family-owned local restaurant. Or imagine if we took the week off and watched some of the big two-faced companies that backtracked on their promises try to survive without us. We've done it before. 70 years ago next week, thousands of ordinary Black people launched the Montgomery bus boycott.
Oh, I learned about that before. That was hey, y'all go read up on that, man.
They had no emails, cell phones, or social media, but they were determined to stop financing their own oppression. The real goal is permanent structural change, and that takes time. But if a few thousand Black people in Alabama could bring down Jim Crow in 1955, imagine what 48 million Black Americans could do in 2025.
And they had that real racism out there in Birmingham, dog, and Montgomery. They had uncut, pure cocaine racism out there, dog. They bombed over 60 American homes. And I say American homes because us Black people are American too. It goes without being said. And nobody batted an eye. That's just normal. Yeah, they down there just blowing up Black people's houses. Who cares? It's not us. We're not affected by it. But listen, let's do a thought experiment right quick. I got a real question, man, because people don't understand how powerful the Black dollar is in this country. No matter how many of y'all want to say 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the crime. Get the hell out of here with that shit. All right, y'all, check this out. I asked Perplexity, what would happen if all African Americans in this country said, we ain't going to work or spending any money for an entire week? What would that look like economically? And what message would that send the country? It would send a very clear message that Black people are not optional to how this country runs, either as workers or as consumers. A week-long coordinated stop in work and spending would show in real time that hospitals, transit, retail, food service, and city governments literally depend on Black labor to function day to day. It would also echo the tradition of civil rights era boycotts like Montgomery, which forced white businesses and political leaders to respond because the loss of Black dollars and participation made the cost of ignoring Black demands too high. But how do we galvanize the people to do something like that? That's the $1 million question, y'all. But listen, if y'all like this video and you like what I was putting down, hit the subscribe button. And obviously it goes without being said, go show CJ's perspective some love too. Holla at your boy.